Hey guys, it's Desi Trades here, and today I just want to go over today's price action, September 2nd, and see what trades I took, why I took them, and show my wins and losses for today. So early on in the morning, I saw that we got rejected here right at open at this 4007 level, and we started flagging after the breakdown, and I took the breakdown of this flag, personally for about, quick little scalp. It wasn't anything crazy for SPX until we entered this demand zone here. Where we're overnight, we're just chopping around here and hold this level pretty well. Ideally, this would have been a great call entry, but I did have a bias going into today. It shouldn't have, and I got burnt in the morning. As you guys saw on Twitter, I was down about 3K to start the day. I had something like this drawn out. I tried to get this rejection. I thought we were triple top here, create this intraday supply, but we didn't. We broke out, retested, and we absolutely ripped. I tried to short multiple times. I even averaged on SPY. I got burnt on it, so I cut those losses and we move on. So I was looking at this last supply zone I really had before the crazy move up, and this is at this 4015 to 4017 level. So this is previous supply as well from August 30th. We bounced off here a couple times, so I just dragged over my supply zone and I was looking at these trades. So the first head to the supply zone, I did take puts. I was pretty much slamming puts all morning, which isn't the best thing to do. But around around 7:41, excuse me. So right about here, right as this isn't an ideal entry because I did get it as soon as we got into the zone. I loaded SPX 3980 puts, and ultimately we did get the breakdown. Ideally you would want to break down on the 90 EMA, so this would have been a good entry. This could be the retest into his leg down. And we know we did catch a nice move to the downside, about 20 points of downside. Cons are a little bit heavier, so they moved around 75%. And I went a little bit heavier in this position as well, so this brought me back to break even, slightly green on the day. And it looks like we bounced out of the air, but this was actually, as you can see here, we rejected previously here. Now we're bouncing. We did bounce again here. Also, this was a 21 EMA on the 5-minute chart. So I cut this entire play, 75% gain. I let my runners run a little bit. I cut them as soon as we got back above the EMAs. And then I was just being patient until about 9 a.m. So 9 a.m. is really when, stuff started to get a little serious. I took at 8:30 actually, so around right here, around this 8:30 level, or 8:33, I took 397 puts for round one on SPY. I got filled at 0.23, and they actually did make a nice move down, back down to 4,000. And I expected this breakdown here, but we didn't get it. We actually bounced off of 4,000 again. We got this rejection here, bounce here, bounce here. So it was really nice bounce on 4,000. You could have scalped it to the upside. But we caught a nice 40% gainer here, but that really wasn't the move that I was looking for. So once again, we enter the supplies. We're back into the supply zone, and we're just showing weakness here. Buyer's exhaustion was here, volume was not really there, and this is where I alerted 397 puts again at 9:08 a.m. So you guys can see here, this is why I alerted at 9:08. So we did get the breakdown of the EMAs. So you guys can see here, we did get the breakdown of the EMAs. And we tried to push above, but this candle couldn't quite close above the EMAs. So this is where I alerted puts 397s one more time at 0.19 the contract. And we didn't really break back above EMAs. This one candle here at 913 tried to push it, and this would have been the push candle. And this would have pushed over. This play would have been invalidated and probably would have to cut for another loss. However, this 914 candle followed up with the downside, and then we had this huge leg down on SPX. And then I'm like, all right, this could really move now because this is the move I was looking for all day. Me slapping puts here, here. This is what I was really looking for. I didn't really believe into the upside today, and this is exactly what we got. So once we had this leg down here, we came in tweezer topped at the 9 EMA, and this for me was confirmation to the downside. I was like, after this, if we tweezer here, we're gonna absolutely start knifing throughout the day, and that is exactly what we got. So as you guys can see here, after that tweezer top, we just started selling off crazy. We got. We're back at the zone, bottom of the zone. We tested. We tried to bounce back out of it. 21 EMA rejection, and I just rode EMAs the entire time. And even right here, I personally sold my contracts down here somewhere, and they went absolutely ballistic. These contracts For peak, it was 0.19, around about 650. Some members bagged over 3,000% on these contracts. Personally, I scaled all my contracts out by 1,400%. I didn't really hold anymore after that. Obviously, the runners I go 1,400%. My base position was already scaled out. You know, buy was 100 to 200%. You know, we just rode below the EMAs all day pretty much, and then we started chopping towards the end of the day between these two zones. Members held all the way even to end of day here. Over 3,000% on SPY, over 5,000% on SPX. Really nice move. You know, we just rode below EMAs, flag breakdown. It was really nice. We started chopping between these two zones that I had here, and at the end of the day, we did have another sell-off before we ultimately got near this 3,900 level, which, you know, buyers had to hold or it would have got real ugly for them, and they did bounce it off at the end of the day for about a 30-20 point recovery. So yeah, that's basically the recap. You know, this supply zone, as you guys can see, so much consolidation here, and I took it off the 9 EMA breakdown here. You know, tape was showing a lot of sellers coming through. There wasn't a lot of volume. There's buyer's exhaustion, and then once this tweezer formed here, this was confirmation. If you think this is like too risky to play because you want this breakdown, under this 4,000 level, this tweezer top would have been perfect to play on the 1 minute. You know, I do love trading on the 1 minute. And that's exactly how we caught this entire move to the downside. You know, there's no drawdown on this play. We got a pretty decent entry, and you know, this was alerted for everyone, and everyone was pretty happy about this play. Over, you know, like I said, thousands of percents of gains. People, this is a life-changing play right here. You know, especially because I personally don't stop out until the chart tells me to stop out. And with my strategy, you know, just ride the EMAs. I didn't really have a reason to stop out. And yeah, that's how we bagged over 1,400%, and they peaked at around 3,000% on these contracts. So I hope everyone has a good weekend. Until next time, I'll catch you guys.